Jose Benavidez Sr., how excited are you for your son? We hear the excitement from your son's voice, but for you, looking ahead towards this challenge, the one thing I know about the Benavidez family, you guys love challenges. You like to test yourselves against the world's best. Danny Garcia has been at the cream of the crop when it comes to fighting top-level prize fighters for a decade now, at least a decade. But how excited are you to really immerse yourself in training camp as we're 1 month away until that collision on Saturday, July 30th on Showtime Championship Boxing?
First of all, I want to thank Team Garcia, his father, and Danny Garcia and his father, Angel, for the opportunity to fight. It's an honor to fight Danny Garcia, man. Actually, to be honest with you, he's one of my favorite fighters. But at the end of the day, we have to put work in. We've been working hard. We got to give the fans what they want, a good fight. I predict there's going to be a knockout, man. I think we need that knockout in order to progress and keep in the rankings. Junior has to look impressive. He can't just win the fight. He has to look impressive. I know Danny and his team are looking for the same thing. Both of these fighters need this fight. We're ready to go to war, man. Danny, he has a great left hook, man. He's very powerful. We've seen what he's done to all his fighters. We know what we're getting into. Like I tell everybody, we don't run from nobody. We're facing an animal, a fucking monster. And we're ready for that. We're ready for that to give the people what they want on July 30th.
Well, we are very excited for that matchup on Saturday, July 30th at Barclays Center. It is all being presented by Premier Boxing Champions and promoted by DSG Promotions along with TGB Promotions. Now I'm going to turn it over to a man who's a 2-division world champion, 36 wins, 3 losses, 21 big wins coming by way of knockout. I don't have to read off his resume because Steven Espinoza so eloquently did it, but he has fought anybody and everybody for over 10 years. It's his 9th time fighting at Barclays Center from Philadelphia, PA, trained by his father, the esteemed Angel Garcia. Please welcome Danny Swift Garcia. Danny, welcome back, my man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to thank Showtime, Steven Espinoza, for having me on again. It's my 11th fight. It's been a great journey creating history and giving the fans a great fight at the Barclays Center or wherever we fight. Al Heyman, I want to thank my team, DSG team. I want to thank all my fans around the world. I've been off for a little bit, took a little time off, but I'm back in the gym like I never left. So I feel great. It's going to be a great fight. I feel great mentally, physically, spiritually, and I'm ready to go in there and just give the fans a great show, the Danny Garcia Show.
Danny, paid attention to your stuff on social media, on your Instagram specifically. I feel like you have this, like you're really enjoying training. I mean, you've been fighting for such a long time. You're going on your 15th year as a pro this upcoming November, but I almost feel like you miss training and you're enjoying this training camp. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'm definitely, I got a lot of young guys in with me. A lot of young amateurs and young prospects, and they make me love it. They keep me on my toes. They keep me happy, and I feel like that's what I needed. Bring them young guys in here and make me remember where I used to, the hunger they had gives me that hunger. So I feel great. Like I said, boxing is a grueling sport. So you got to find time to have fun while you're in the gym. If you're not having fun, you're going to be miserable. So I'm trying my best to have fun, enjoy everyday training, make every day count. And I know once I'm happy and I feel good that no one can touch me.
Now, Angel, for you training Danny here at this higher weight, 154, collectively, you guys as a group made a decision to endeavor into this new weight class. But how is Danny looking in training camp? Do you feel like he's happier? Do you feel like he's got more power as he's now here in the super welterweight division?
Well, first of all, I want to thank God, but without him is nothing. Yeah, Danny's perfect for 54 right now. It's a new era in his time. It's a time for everything. 54 is it right now. He's a perfect opponent. I know he's going to come bring the noise. He's Mexican. He got the Mexican blood. We got the Puerto Rican blood. It's going to be a rival in the ring, Barclays, full of Mexicans, full of Puerto Ricans, full of Russians, Argentinos, all that good shit going to be there. You know what I'm saying? So July 30th is going to be fireworks. And 54, Danny was great. He hits hard as hell. I don't want to get hit by him. You know what I'm saying? Listen, he hit you on top of the ear, you're going to feel it in your toe.
You're going to feel it in your toes. Is that what you're saying,
yeah,
Angel?
Exactly. And the next day, you be like, damn, my toe hurt. What's going on here?
Danny,
we ready, man. We ready for 54. We seen this before. Danny been seeing this noise, so it's not new to this. We're not running for nobody. We fight whoever wants to come to 47. Them big names out there, they saying they are. After this, we can make noise too. You know what I'm saying? The Spence fight, that was a boring fight. Who made it boring? Danny did. He made it boring. That's all it was. It was a lot of shit going on at the time. I don't want to bring shit up in the past, but I want people to know Danny's still Danny Garcia. He's a great fighter. We don't get that respect. We always been like that from the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? The day I ever get the fight trainer of the year, I'm gonna drop that shit on purposely. I'll be like, oh shit, it broke. You know what I'm saying? Because that don't really mean nothing to us. What it means is you gotta go in there and show with his fist. At the end of the day, they the stars, not the announcers, not the fucking referee, none of that shit. These guys are the stars. So boxing needs to change the bullshit, going through little shit here and there. But these are the stars, the fighters, the ones that get hit and punched in the face. They're the real stars. So we need to start respecting these guys, even if they get a loss, because the laws don't make you a loser. Because greatness laws before, greatness laws, legends laws. Everybody loses in life. So what makes you stronger? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So July 4th, Jose's gonna come
30th.
with his father. July 4th.
30.
Oh shit! I'm ready to celebrate.
Hey, you're saying it's going to be fireworks on July 30th. It's going to be fireworks on July 30th, just like how it is on the 4th of July, right, Angel?
Oh yeah, it's like what, Monday? My fault. July 30th. My fault. But it's gonna be fireworks. It's gonna be a great fight. You know what I'm saying? I respect the man too. I respect him as a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's got to be one winner. And that winner's got to be Danny Garcia. Because he's got to go out there and do what he got to do. He's got to go out there and prove to the world that he's still Danny Garcia.
Danny, I want to get to the point about what your dad said about your power translating here to 154. He said that when you're hitting guys in the gym, they could feel it in their toes. Do you feel that much more powerful here, 7 pounds north at 147? I read an article that said that you were cutting from like 180, 175, and that you were more focused on the weight cut in your previous fight. Now you feel a lot more comfortable, you're happier, and your father's saying that your power is really resonating. Do you feel that way in the gym?
Yeah, definitely. I've been fighting from 140 to 147 for the last 13 years since the amateur. So, and I always felt like my natural weight was bigger, but I would have to squeeze down to get down to those smaller weights. So, I feel good now at my age. I'm 34 years old. I feel like 154 pounds fits me good. I feel good. I feel fresh. I feel young. And all the puzzle pieces are coming together. I feel great. I definitely feel stronger and a lot more stamina.
Jose Jr., I want to get to a point that Angel mentioned, Angel Garcia, the esteemed trainer of Danny Garcia, about the Mexico against Puerto Rico rivalry. One thing I know about your family, you guys are very proud of your Mexican heritage and the culture. You guys have that aggressive Mexican style. What does this mean for you to be fighting at Barclays Center against a Puerto Rican, sort of reigniting that Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry?
I mean, it means everything to me. Every fight, I take every fight as I'm fighting the best of the best. I don't focus on the record. I just focus on what I gotta do, what I gotta train. I've been working my ass. I've been training hard, and I mean, it's a big show. Puerto Ricans have a lot of fans. Mexicans have a lot of fans. It's gonna be a great show. I know Danny's training hard. I'm training hard, and I feel at 154. I feel strong, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go for it tomorrow. I'm ready to go. So, like I said, much respect to their team. Thank you for this opportunity, and we're gonna throw some fireworks come July 30th. There's gonna be fireworks.
Jose Benavidez Sr., I've known your son for quite some time, the entire family, but I would dare to say that this is the most focus I've ever seen Jose Jr. heading into a fight 1 month out. Do you feel that is the case, and are you seeing it in training?
Yeah, I definitely see that now. He has two beautiful little girls. I got two beautiful granddaughters. I think he matured a lot, and he's ready. He's ready to give them a better life, and he's super motivated, and that's what gives me the motivation to keep working hard. Something about me, man. I don't slack off. I hate fucking losing. I don't want to lose. We're going to a war. I want to also throw a big shout out to all my Puerto Rican fans also, and my Mexican fans. We just got to give them what they want, man. We got to give them a award. We're fucking ready to go. Somebody's going to get knocked out. We need that fucking fight. We need that knockout. We need to look impressive. Like I said, we can't just win that fight. I know Danny's coming very strong, and we're going to give the fans what they deserve. I guarantee it's going to be a good fight. It could be the fight of the year, man. We're aiming for that. We can't just win. We have to look impressive. And I know Danny's ready. Him and his father are training super hard. All the respect for them. But at the end of the day, man, we need this fight in order to get back in the rankings and get back in boxing with Jose Benavidez Jr. We need to impress. We need to give it all, man. And I guarantee you someone's going to get knocked out.
Danny, my final question to you before we open it up to the media for questions all over the world. When they say that they're looking for a knockout, do you like that prospect that, listen, you're not going to have to look very far to find this guy. He wants to come to the center of the ring. He wants to tear your head off. We all know about DSG. You love that left hook. You love to bang. You love to be able to throw power shots. Does that excite you as you head towards Saturday, July 30th on Showtime Championship Boxing against Jose Benavidez Jr.?
Absolutely. But I'm gonna go back when you guys talk about Mexico and Puerto Rico. To me, I got a lot of Mexican fans and they love me everywhere I go. California, Arizona. So the Latinos love me, period. So yeah, it is Mexico versus Puerto Rico, but when Danny Garcia steps in the ring, he represents all the Latinos. They love me everywhere. So I love my Mexican fans. I love my Puerto Rican fans. I love Argentine fans, all the fans around the world. So when Danny Garcia steps in the ring, he just don't fight for one Latin. He fights for all the Latinos around the world. But definitely, I feel great. Like I said, I'm going to go in there and just fight my fight. No extra pressure. I'm not going there saying, I got to do this, I got to do that. I'm not going to psych myself out. I'm going to go in there and fight the Danny Garcia fight. Use all the tools I have, all the skills I have, and fight round by round and just get the job done.
Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Andrew Roberts, one of our esteemed PR personnel. If you have questions, if the media has questions, make sure to raise your hand when we call upon you, unmute yourself, and then ask the question. So we have a media Q&A now for Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez, alongside their fathers, Jose Sr. and also Angel Garcia. Andrew Roberts, it's all yours, my man.
Hey, thanks very much, Ray. We're going to start it off with Jake Donovan from Boxing Scene. Jake, you can unmute yourself and ask your questions.
Great. Thank you, Andrew. Danny, welcome back to the ring. It's been long overdue for you to come back. I did want to ask, you were ringside for Tank Davis when he fought Rolly Romero. It's a two-part question. One, did you already know at the time that you were going to be headlining the show at Barclays? And then just like if you even started to visualize like what it was going to be like for you once you returned to the ring?
Yeah, definitely. I already knew I had a date coming up. I just couldn't announce it. Right. But I definitely, one of the main reasons why I went to the fight was, because I wanted to get my head back in the game. I wanted to get my head back in the atmosphere of fighting big fights. And I knew I was fighting at the Barclays Center. So I wanted to go in there, feel that atmosphere, see the fans, and just see what I've been missing. So I definitely went for motivational purpose. It was a great motivation. It was a great night of boxing, and I plan on doing the same thing July 30th.
Very cool. And then, so obviously you've had great moments all around the country, all around the world throughout your glorious career. What is it about Barclays Center though that it seems like it's become home for you more so than even in Philly?
Yeah, definitely. I was the first fight at the Barclays, yeah. So I've been building the fan base there for the last 10 years. In New York, there's a lot of Puerto Rican fans. There's a lot of hip hop fans. There's all different type of fans, diversity. So New York is the perfect place to fight, perfect place to build a fan base. They love me, they accepted me, and I'm just happy. I'm happy to be a part of the Barclays Center history.
Very cool. Danny, welcome back. And then, Jose, I have a question for you. I know you had a lot of opportunities for your next fight. I believe there was even a rumor, I don't know how true it was, that you were in line to fight Erislandy Lara. What made you want to choose Danny Garcia for this fight?
Danny Garcia is one of the best. They gave me the option to fight Lara, but I feel like Danny Garcia is a bigger name.
Right.
Brings more people to the bands, and I just feel like I grew up watching Danny. Danny's a good fighter. I've been wanting to fight him for a while. Mm-hmm. So if finally I got the opportunity, and I'm not gonna say no, and I'm gonna take it. So like I said, once again, thanks to their team for giving us opportunity. It's gonna be fireworks, and it's gonna be a good fucking fight.
Very cool. And then obviously I always defer to, your dad's wisdom, the great boxing mind. He's repeatedly said you need a knockout to win this fight. So like, have you even started to think about like how you're going to do that against a fighter who's been pretty much undentable throughout his career?
The thing when people say you got to look for knockouts, it's my last fight. That's all I was focusing on, trying to knock the dude out. Right. Didn't happen. I just got to stick to my game plan, stick to my tools, do what I do best, work my jab, go in there. I feel a lot fucking stronger. I feel great. I feel I matured more. It's not about me anymore. It's about my family, my daughters. They motivate me. And the knockout's going to come on its own. I'm going to give the best I can. If the knockout comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I know that I'm going to stick to my game plan and do what I have to do to end the night victorious.
Yeah, great. Thank you both. Looking forward to seeing you on July 30th.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks very much, Jake. Our next question is going to come from Jose Romero with Arizona Republic. Jose, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Familia Benavidez, good to see both you guys. Jose Jr., are you looking forward to fighting a guy who is probably not going to run this time like the last guy, and is this kind of more match your style of fight here?
Like I said, I've been wanting to fight Danny for a while. It's been years now, and it's words can't even explain how excited and how happy I am for this fight. It's gonna be a war. He stands there, he bangs. I love to bang. The previous guy I fought just kept running, and like I said, I was too focused on trying to take him out that it didn't happen. And I look bad. I'm not gonna lie or make excuses. I didn't look how I thought. I tried to do too much and I didn't do enough. But for this fight, I'm staying focused. I'm ready. I'm in shape, and like I said, it's gonna be a great fight. I hit hard. He hits hard. There's gonna be a knockout, whether we look for it or not. So it's gonna be good.
One more question for Jose Sr. Jose, is it good to see your son after like the long layoff between fights? He got the last one. Now he has less time between fights. Is it good to have him now in like a regular training situation and right back into the career again?
Of course, I feel good that he's back. He's super motivated, and the stable of people that I have right now with Rayo Valenzuela, his brother, David Benavidez, Diego Pacheco. Now, I think that motivates him a lot. To get back in track and get the bigger fights. And like I said, when I said that we need this knockout, we need to knock out Danny Garcia. It's not like we're looking for the knockout. It's, we need to break him down. We need to stay busy with that jab. We need to go to the body. We have to put that pressure and break him down in order to put him out. We're not looking just for that knockout. We're not going to go in there and just try to knock him out. We have to break them down. We have to be smart. We have to use the jab. We got to push them back. And that's what we got to do, But at the end of the day, Danny Garcia is a great fighter. He's a very dangerous fighter, too. And I think it's just going to fit for both of them, Both of them are going to come forward, and they're going to give the fans a fight that they're expecting, Fireworks and a good night of boxing.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks, Jose. Our next question is going to come from Antonio Baez with AB Boxing News. Antonio, you can unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Hello, yes?
Yep, we got you.
Yes, the question is for Jose Benavidez Jr. Jose, with you finally fighting Danny Garcia, what do you think it would take to beat him come July 30th at the Barclays Center?
Like I said, I just gotta stick to my game plan. I don't want to say too much. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I could do, and it's just mainly, stay focused in training. That's what I've been doing. I've had a great camp. I feel strong. I've been eating good. I feel like this is the most motivated I've been since my beginning of my career. It's not about me anymore. It's about my daughters, and I'm working hard for them. And they motivate me, and I just feel like I'm finally reached my man strength. I finally became a man, after all these years, and it's gonna be a good fight. I don't want to say too much. We both have our different game plans, and we'll see come July 30th.
All right, thanks, Antonio. Our next question is going to come from Jim Conlon with RCB Radio Sport in Ireland. Jim, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi there. My first question is for Danny Garcia. Danny, you've fought everyone throughout a long, distinguished career. Did you feel you needed that time off to re-energize yourself, to get away from boxing, to get away from that hectic career that you were on, just to sort of reinvent yourself and reignite your love for the sport?
Absolutely. Like they've been saying before, I've been fighting at the highest level for the last 10 years in the boxing game. Fought the best, fight the best, won multiple championships. So, it's only right as a person, you get a little bit tired. You get a little bit mentally tired. I was never physically tired, but I gotta admit, I did get a little bit mentally tired, and I felt like I just needed a break to miss boxing, because I know once I come in here and I feel good and I feel rejuvenated and I feel like I missed it and I love it and I can't wait to get back in there, I know that no one can beat that Danny Garcia. So all I needed was a little bit of time off, have a little bit of fun, enjoy the fruits of my hard labor, spend time with the family, watch boxing, become a student of the game, because you just don't have to fight to learn. You can watch boxing, you can be in the gym watching these young guys train, and you always learn something new. So I just needed time just to feel good again, and I feel great, and the results are looking good. Every day in the gym, I'm coming here smiling, I'm working hard, I'm having fun, and like I said, when Danny Garcia is happy, he's a very dangerous man.
And my final question is for Jose Benavidez Jr. Jose, you mentioned they're passing up on the Lara fight. Was Danny the fight that you've been waiting for these last few years, that sort of big name to really showcase your talents to the world?
I want to fight the best of the best. I don't duck or dodge anyone. Anyone they put on me, I'm going to fight. I don't care about the record or whatever. I fight. I train to win. But yeah, there's a big, they offered Lala, they offered Danny. Of course, I'm gonna go with Danny. I've been wanting to fight Danny. That's a more interesting fight. A fight that more fans are gonna want to watch. And like I said, I want to fight the best of the best. So he's a perfect pick.
All right, thanks, Jim. Our next question is going to come from David Melanger with Philly Sports Live. David, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hey, Danny, it's good to see you back in the ring. First off, is this the longest layoff you ever had coming for a fight?
At this level, yeah. At a championship level, yeah. But in the beginning of my career, I had an injury. I was off for a little bit too. I think I was like 7-0. I was off for like almost 2 years because I broke my thumb. But other than that, yeah, at this level, yeah, it's my longest layoff. But I did have year layoffs. Then when I came back, it didn't, like when I'm in here now, it don't even feel like I never left. I'm just picking up where I left off, to be honest. It's like riding a bike to me at this point in my career. I've been boxing for 24 years, so I already know what I got to do. I know what I got to eat. I know how much I got to run, how much I got to spar. I know what I got to do to get ready. I've been doing it for so long.
And what did you take away from the Earl Spence fight that you can take going into this one?
At the end of the day, it was a good fight. You learn from every fight. Every fight, even when you win, you learn. So you always learn something in every fight, so you just take it with you, you build from it, you recover from it, and you just grow as a person, you grow as a fighter, and you just use everything you learn into the next fight. You just keep learning every time. So it was not but a learning experience. It was a great experience. I had fun in there. It was a great fight, competitive fight, and we're on to the next.
And last one for me, your last fight in Philadelphia was in 2016. After you get done on July 30th, do we expect to see the Danny Garcia show return back to your hometown of Philly?
I would love to. I would love to fight in Philly. I wish, this fight was in Philly, but, we're doing it in Brooklyn, my home, away from home. And, one fight at a time. Got to get past this fight, and then we can talk about future fights.
All right. Thanks very much, David. Our next question is going to come from Roberto Vincez with WFMZ TV. Roberto, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Thank you. This question is for Angel. Angel, I'm going to ask you in Spanish because I know you speak to me in Spanish all the time. I talk to you. Bueno, Danny mencionó que necesitaba 19 meses como para alejarse del boxeo y como entrenador y padre, ¿cómo fue ese proceso y cómo lo motivaste nuevamente para que vuelva al ring?
Bueno, los millones. No, I'm only joking. Listen, la cosa fue que cuando Danny peleó con Spence, nosotros peleamos por el COVID y estaba 20% abierto Texas. Entonces no fue muy comfortable peleando con la epidemia que había. So I would never do that again. Yo nunca hago eso otra vez. So Él cuando cogía ese tiempo libre, le convenía por mentalmente, estaba mala, la mente, necesitaba descansar la mente, porque físicamente él estaba ahí, pero mental no, porque a veces los atletas sufren mentalmente y nadie sabe, ¿tú entiendes? O sea, son cosas personales, bueno, yo no quiero traer cosas personales aquí, pero Danny estaba mentalmente, no estaba ahí, no que estaba loco, pero tú sabes, el COVID estaba haciendo muchas cosas en el mundo, y las personas a veces piensan mucho y no, they can't snap out of it. Por eso muchos atletas están sufriendo de eso, de depresión, anxiety y todas esas cosas, porque nadie ve los síntomas de eso. Entonces, cuando él cogió el tiempo libre, a New le convenía ese tiempo a él para mentalmente traer la mente para atrás. Entonces ahora está para atrás, ¿no entiendes? Como él dice, que está 100% en el gimnasio, quiere pelear, está contento. That's what Danny I want. Ese es el Danny que yo quiero. Ese no le gana a nadie, compadre.
Oh, sorry, Angel.
Ellos van a venir a pelear porque ese es parte del deporte, hay que pelear. Es no magic one. En este deporte hay que pelear. Porque it takes a gladiator to get in that ring. No todo el mundo puede hacer este deporte. Porque you can't play boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, yo lo respeto a cualquiera que se mete ese ring. Pero July 30 se verá el ganador, Danny Garcia. Sé que están diciendo que necesitan knockout y todo, pero está bien. Porque eso dicen mucho, está bien, eso no es nada malo. Porque eso sí son la libertad para hablar. ¿Tú entiendes?
Claro.
That's freedom of speech, a friend of the Constitution of the United States of America. Tú puedes decir lo que tú quieres, nadie puede decir nada malo. Pero July 30, la gente que no se olviden, July 30 is Showtime. All you gotta do is pay your cable bill. Because there's no more Donald Trump giving out nothing. There's no more free money. So you gotta pay your bill. Lock in the Showtime. Don't forget, July 30, Danny Garcia versus Benavidez Jose, okay? So don't forget, guys. Showtime on Showtime. It's not free. You gotta pay your cable bill. So, okay, or you could make it to the Barclays. It'd be good, too, if you make it to the Barclays. Because now you're going to lose out. Listen, one of the greatest fights going to come down July 30th. Two great fighters, Puerto Rican and a Mexican, baby. It doesn't get no better than that. Okay? God bless you, brother.
All right. Thank you for that, Roberto. Our next question is going to come from Kirk Jackson with Boxing Insider. Kirk, if you could unmute yourself and you could ask your questions.
Okay, thank you. And I'm with the Scope Network now. I just didn't want to get.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that, Kirk.
It's all good. My question's for both Jose Benavidez and for Danny Garcia. It's been noted that the rivalry between Mexico and Puerto Rico is probably one of the best rivalry in all of sports. Can any of you pinpoint any specific fights that you guys liked growing up, or any specific fighters from that rivalry between Mexico and Puerto Rico?
I mean, just how Danny said, I mean, he fights for all Hispanics, all Latinos, Not necessarily. I mean, there's a big rivalry, they see it that way, but I don't see it that way. I fight to put on a show for everyone, for everyone who tunes in and watches, to make everyone happy, Puerto Rican, if you're Mexican, if you're Ecuadorian, if you're whatever you are, don't matter. To me, we're all the same. We're all the same, and we all want a good show, So that's what I train for, and that's what I do. I try to put on a good show for everybody.
Okay.
For
Thank
sure.
you. As a Panamanian, I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Kirk. Our last question is going to come from Cole Whiston. Cole, if you could please unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
Hey guys, thank you. From Boxing World Weekly. Jose Benavidez, I want to know, what do you think comes in with a win over Danny Garcia at this point in both of your careers?
Well, I mean, a win over Danny Garcia is a big, it's a big step. But like I said, we both on our ups and downs, downfalls, but we're training. It's this fight's for, the winner of this fight is going to go back up on the map, I have a loss. Danny Garcia has a loss. It's true what he says. A loss doesn't mean anything. A loss, it just makes you a stronger person, a better person, makes you see the things that you didn't do right the first time, We all learn from our mistakes, but like I said, this is a big fight, and this is going to be fight of the year for sure, 100%. Like I said, I know Danny Garcia has power. I got power. There's going to be fucking bombs thrown that night. And none of us can keep our hands out. We get caught, it's going to be lights out. So everyone stay tuned because it's gonna be the fight of the year. I guarantee you that.
Awesome, man. Thank you. And Danny, with the long layoff, touching back on that, is there a sense of comfortability knowing that you're going to be fighting at the Barclays Center rather than coming back and fighting in, say, Jose Benavidez' hometown?
No, it doesn't matter where I fight. To be honest, I've been an underdog my whole career, so I'm not supposed to be here right now. So I've been fighting people in their own backyard, you know, in my own backyard, anywhere. It doesn't matter. So at the end of the day, I feel comfortable wherever I fight. I'm a fighter. That's what I do. Once I'm in that ring, it really doesn't matter where I'm at.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Cole. And thank you to all the press that joined us today. And thank you to Danny, Angel, Jose, Sr. and Jr. We appreciate all you guys. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Ray Forrest to wrap it up.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Greatly appreciated. Don't forget, we are looking ahead towards Saturday, July 30th on Showtime Championship Boxing from Barclays Center as Premier Boxing Champions presents a great night of boxing. It is Danny Swift Garcia making his super welterweight debut, taking on the former champion in Jose Benavidez Jr. I'll turn over the floor to Jose Benavidez Jr. for final comments as he looks ahead towards his showdown against Danny Swift Garcia from Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Jose?
No, I just want to thank everyone that's been out there supporting us, supporting this fight. Everyone's going to show up because I know tickets been selling fast, so I just want to thank everyone out there. I want to thank, Team Garcia for giving us opportunities. It's going to be one hell of a show. And if you haven't bought your tickets, if you haven't paid your cable bill, make sure to do that because this is going to be one hell of a fight.
Danny, the floor is yours, my friend, the two-division world champion, now endeavoring here in the super welterweight division. Danny, it's all yours.
I feel great. It's been a great journey in my career, and I'm just happy to be back at the Barclays Center. Like I said, it's my 9th fight. The Danny Garcia show returns to Brooklyn. Make sure you buy your tickets. It's going to be an epic night. I'm looking forward to seeing all my fans there. I'm looking forward to see a sold-out crowd. Danny Garcia's back. I can't wait, man.
It is going to be July 30th. It's going to be fireworks like the 4th of July, right, Angel?
That's right, baby. Listen, don't forget, you got to be there July 30th on Showtime. You got to watch it in your living room. You can come to the Barclays. If you live in the Midwest, come out. If you live in the West, come out. If you live in Florida, come out. You're going to have a great time. New York got the best strippers.
Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and say thank you very much to Danny, Angel, Jose, Sr., Jose Jr. Have a great one, everybody. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend. We will see you July 30th on Showtime Championship Boxing. Danny Garcia, Jose Benavidez Jr. in the super welterweight division. Take care, everybody.
All right, brother. Be good.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.